Good afternoon. Today I'm going to walk you through how to make a formative assessment using Google Forms. So this is a great way for teachers to have a quick formative assessment with immediate feedback on how your kids are doing, where they are in the unit that you just taught, and what level of understanding they are. So what we're going to do is show you how to make what we call a branching quiz. Here's an example of one that I made in the past with area and perimeter. Basically, a branching quiz will direct the children to the next question or to a part where they can relearn something. So for example, find the area of the rectangle below. If a child chooses 8 centimeters, which is the incorrect answer, it will then redirect them to some type of review. So this is a video the kids can learn and kind of review what exactly area is and how to find it. If they choose the correct answer, which is 15 centimeters squared, they hit next, it will then automatically take them to question 2. So just to give you a little, quick review about what this branching quiz will be. Anyway, so let's get started. First thing, make sure you are in My Drive for Google. You are going to click on New. Go down here to More, and as you see over here, there will be a thing for Google Forms. So you're going to click on that. So what we will do is the first thing we can do is title it. So let's just title this, I'm going to do a quiz on synonyms and antonyms. Okay. So, oops, sorry, a little crazy there. Okay. So here are the different things. So this is where you're going to put your first question. Okay, so I'll go ahead and type in a question. So let's just say, what is a synonym for large? Okay, so that's your first question. Over here, if you hit the little drop-down arrow, you can choose what type of questions you would like to give your kids. Multiple choice, something as simple as check boxes. You can get as in-depth as short answer paragraph, but if you want a really quick kind of information about what your kids know and what skills they might need to work on a little bit more, multiple choice is pretty obviously cut and dry. So I'm going to do multiple choice, and this is where you're going to add your options. So I'm going to give them 3 choices for their answers. Okay, so option 1, let's give them an option of gigantic. Option 2, let's give them the option of tiny. And option 3, let's just say soft. Okay, so what you need to do is you will see down here these 3 little dots. And so you want to click right here that says go to section based on answer. So up here where it says gigantic, that is obviously the correct answer, okay? So we're going to want them to go to question number 2. So we're going to have to add another slide. So this is where it's really actually very important to label your sections in a way that is that you're going to understand. So let's just label this question number 2, okay? So actually, let's go ahead up here And in front of this, we will put that this is also question number 1. Okay, so if they choose gigantic, which is the correct answer, they are going to go on to question number 2. So they're going to go to section 2. And this is where, if you have it labeled beforehand, it makes your life a lot easier. So we need to come up with a section that if they choose tiny or soft, which are obviously incorrect answers, we need to have some type of review video for them, review poster for them. So we're going to add another section. And to keep it easy, this is what I do. I put question 1, extra help. So we're going to go back up here. So if they chose tiny, which is obviously incorrect, they need to go to extra help. So right here. And soft is obviously incorrect. So they are going to go to section 2, which is question 1, extra help. Now this is where you can get really creative with your reteaching. For here, let's look to see what we're going to put here for our students who need a little bit of extra help in remembering what exactly synonyms are. So what we can do is we can look over here at our options. Import questions, title and description, add images, add a video. So I previously went to YouTube and just typed in synonym videos for kids. So let's go to this and add a video. And the great thing is all you have to do is copy and paste the website, and it will automatically put it in it for you. So I'm just going to go up here to another tab I have open and I'm going to click here for share. And I'm going to copy that, which now it's copied. I'm going to go back over here to my Google, wrong one. Go over here. I'm going to right click and click paste. And this is the one that I had up. You're going to select it. We're going to then hit select. And here it is. So when the kid gets redirected because of an incorrect answer, they're going to get to watch this video as a little review. Sometimes I'll put something cute. I mean, these are littler kids, so I might put, oops, looks like, looks like you need some extra help. Okay, so now they know. So which is kind of neat. So let's see. So that's where we're going to go. If they choose tiny and soft, they're going to get redirected to this. Then once they watch the little video, they will then get redirected to question 2. So the same thing over here. The 3 dots, this is where, this is where you are going to add your things. So let's go down here. We're going to need to add another section. Okay, so here we are at question number 2. Over here, the plus, that is where you're going to be adding your question, okay? So let's do another synonym, okay? Oops, I can't get my W. There we go. Sorry, I'm having some typing issues here. What is a synonym? Let's do for happy. Okay. Remember, you're going to come over here and choose what type of quiz you would like to do. I'm still going to stick with multiple choice. I'm going to give my students 3 options. So let's look up here at option 1. We're just going to put angry. Let's do joyful and sad. So obviously angry and sad are incorrect. So I already had another title, another section made. So this is going to be question 2, extra help. So this is, like I said, this is where if you label it correctly, it's not going to get as kind of confusing. So Question 2, extra help. So synonym for angry is obviously going to be joyful. So you're going to come back up here, and remember you need to click on this, the 3 dots at the bottom. So we want to go to section based on answer. Continue to next section. If they choose angry, we want them to go to question 2, extra help. Same for sad. Question 2, extra help. Now, if they get it correct, then they can go on to question 3. So I now need to add another section because I don't have for question 3 yet. Okay. So let's go up here to joyful. If they've answered it correctly, they can move on to question number 3. I'll show you one more time how to add. Let's go to extra help. So if I don't want to add a video this time, I could add an image. What I usually like to do, so here's all the different ways you can browse your files. I go to, I just typed in like synonym posters for classrooms, found this, and it is, so we have saved it. Let's save image as, and then you're going to save it to your pictures. And that way, we're going to browse. I go to my pictures. Once you've downloaded it, you will see your image pop up. And it will come up just a little review. Here is, just here's a little review for you. Whatever you'd like to put, whatever is age appropriate. Okay, the great thing is, so you get the point. The main thing is to label things as you go along. Here's another great thing. As your child gets to the end of the quiz, they will submit it. And as your students are submitting it, you will get the responses. So the great thing about this is it will then tell you what answers they got wrong, and which then will be able to, you will then be able to use that data and redirect their learning and redirect where you're going to go with the next lesson. So I took you to the original quiz. I have made the area and perimeter. The beauty of once the quizzes are submitted, as the teacher, you can go to responses and it will tell you, like on question number 1, 50% of the kids answered it correctly out of 6 responses. Okay, that's good. Down here, oh, that's even better. 66% answered it correctly. So it's a great tool for you to look at, and you can look at each question individually, how your kids answered it, which in my opinion is a great way to see, all right, are the kids ready to move on to, we're talking about synonyms and antonyms, are they ready to move on to homonyms and homophones, or do I need to have some small group instruction to review the differences in these things, or as a class are they ready to move on? Do I need to have like one more mini lesson on this? There's actually not much I didn't like about Google Forms. I think it's great. The one thing we had an issue with when I was doing my area and perimeter quiz was it's a little bit more difficult to do math formulas and math annotations in it. But for the most part, I think it is an amazing way to assess your children, to get immediate results, to use video, pictures. You can even record yourself, saying a short little mini message to them. Kids enjoy it. It's something that's different, and it's not a typical paper pencil grade or quiz that, that makes it a little more exciting. I think it's a great way to incorporate technology into your classroom, and also it's just a great effective way that you can change your lesson plans and change your instruction. Thank you so much. I hope this helps.